Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com and welcome to my craft room. We're going to make this adorable card using the Making Christmas Bright stamp set. This also pairs with a punch to punch out the bulbs. I'll do another video with that another time, but when I saw these right here, I thought of DSP. That string of lights. I thought about when my grandpa used to put the lights, and I still have them, some of the very, very old ones, and that's what these reminded me of. I used my Stampin' Blends, and I put them in an order, okay, so that I repeated the order throughout the entire front of the card. Okay, I used Mary Merlot as a background, and I really love that new color. It's a very, very pretty Christmas color. It's more of a purplish burgundy, I could say, and I really liked it. I love this stamp right here that's in the set with the stars around the circles right here. Look at that. Look what I did there. I just put that on with a stitched framelit. I love this stitch. You know I love the round and the square and the oval framelits, and then I have my stitched framelits that coordinate with it. I always say that that is a great way to start your collection for your big shot. You could get a lot of versatility out of those. So what have we got going on at Stampin' in the Valley? We've got these 2 free card kits. Please watch the link below. Use the host code when you order. You just have to order $25 in Stampin' Up product before shipping, handling, and taxes. And I send you these 2 free kits. No stamped images. Everything's embossed. Everything's cut for you. And you just put the cards together. Look at her. I'm going to give you Mrs. Santa. I love her. She's so sweet. Okay, then if you buy from me the Alpine Adventure Bundle, if you purchase that from my online store, there's also a link below to tell you about this special. This is what I call Kickstart to your bundle, and it helps you to use your product through your big shot, is what these card kits do. So if you purchase the Alpine Adventure Bundle, you'll get these 2 free card kits. Everything comes with envelopes, okay, no stamped images though. You'll get these 2 free card kits plus the other 2 free card kits that I showed you. And if you're a new customer, you'll get a new annual catalog and a new holiday catalog. So let's just talk again about this this little set that we have going on here, and let me give you the dimensions. I used Mary Merlot cardstock. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. It will open like this. I wanted it wider because I wanted to use the string of lights. Our outside piece is our first layer at 5 1/4 by 4. This is of regular Whisper White. Our inside layer is regular Whisper White, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then I've cut these 2 pieces. This is out of Mary Merlot with the circle stitch, or the circle framelits, and this I cut out of the circle stitch framelits, and it will layer on top of each of itself as soon as we get that stamped. Okay, so let's begin. We could just dive right in here, I guess, guys, right? Yeah, we don't need to stop. I want to show you how I got the shimmer. Can you see the shimmer? I hope you can. I think you can on those bulbs right there. I can see it a little bit. Okay, and then when you open this up, I did this one also. Can you see the glistening, the shimmer right there? Now, we used to have a product called Glossy Accents, and we don't have it anymore. I wish I did have it because I would use it, but there is another way to get this kind of puffy, shiny look to these little bulbs, and we're going to do that. I'm going to bring in my foam mat and a piece of scrap paper, and I've got my bulbs, excuse me, on a big block, on this big E block, okay? And I've gone corner to corner with it. I'm going to bring in my paper right here. This is the 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to open my Memento black ink because we are going to color with Stampin' Blends. I love it. So I took these and I put it in my Memento black ink. Nice. Okay, inking everything up nice and solid. And then I just kind of put that like that. Then I went this way, just like somebody kind of, I don't know, threw the lights up. You know what I'm saying? Just fun. kind of threw the lights up on the house, right? So I'm going to come across here, and I'm getting as many lights as I can into the picture. I'm even going to put one up here. Okay, just like that. Okay, I didn't do that on the other one, but I looked at it and I was like, oh, I should have done that. Okay, so I'm going to come across here. Okay, and it doesn't matter how they go, and the more, the better. And then we're going to come right here. Okay, that is good enough. Now, of course, I'm not going to color all of them on camera with you. Don't panic, okay? That'll take her forever. But it doesn't. It really goes quite quick. What I have done is I've used my Stampin' Blends, and let me show you what I've done here. That was just the pokey tool. I laid these out in such a way that this is the way that I want my colors to go, okay? And so I want to keep them in line, just like that, okay? So I just kind of pull them away from my project in line, okay? And I'm going to start over here, and this is the light rich razzleberry, and I'm going to use not the brush end, okay? I'm going to use the tip, okay? Because this is small. And we're going to go in here and we're going to just color like that, okay? Remember, use that tip. Then we're going to come down here and we're just going to continue on with our colors, but leaving our leaving everything in line, so that when you get to the end, you repeat the exact same line again. Mine are so stiff on the ends, you know, which is great. They really close well, which means that my alcohol will not evaporate, okay? So you come down like this. I'm just going to do one more. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do to get everything shiny. Okay, so I would do 4 more colors right here. Okay, these 4 colors like this. Okay, but I don't have the glossy accents. I didn't want to use Wink of Stella. So you can use your fine tip glue. That's exactly what I've done. My tip is so clogged, I can't even get a pin in either side. So here's what I have done. I've opened my fine tip glue and I've gotten a toothpick. Just dip it in your glue, kind of like wipe your toothpick off, and use your toothpick like a brush almost, and just dot this glue onto your bulb. And when it dries, you're going to have a shiny little bulb, and you're going to just use some glue. Isn't that fantastic? Just like that. Just use the toothpick. Very, very simple. And if you need more, just put more. Okay, let's take a look at that. Did you see that shining? I hope you can. Yeah, right there, I think you can. Okay, I'm going to do this red one. This is so much fun. I colored all of the little bulbs. Then I went back through. I added my liquid glue. Honest to goodness, guys, it works just like the glossy accents, if you remember them. Okay, and when it dries, things are just puffy and shiny. I love it. I love it. I found this on YouTube, and I thought, I've got to pass this on. Just like that. Okay, I'll continue on with that in a moment, and let me get rid of this toothpick because they stick to everything. I'll close this glue, and let's bring in our little medallion here, right here. We'll work with that element now, and it will be May Your Christmas Be. May Your Christmas Be. We're going to use that in Merry Merlot. Just like this, just on the center of your element right there, just like that. And then we're going to take some snail and we'll just flip this over and bring this element in. Whoop. and put this right here and make a pretty medallion. Okay, isn't that nice? What a nice fast way to see. And then even if you wanted to use this as a tag, you could punch it and put some ribbon or twine in it. These circle framelits and the stitched and all of that, they are fantastic for you guys to start your crafting collection with. You'll do a lot through your Big Shot with that. Now I'm going to bring this piece of paper here to the side. I want to make my inside, and I'm going to use the word bright right here in the center, just like that. Then I'm going to take my bulb right here. I'm going to tap it into the Mary Merlot. I want it to stamp off. I want the second generation of ink, just like that, okay? Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, now I want my Memento Black. And here's the bottom of the bulb, okay? That little part of the bulb at the bottom. Let's see if I can get that where I want it. I think I'm, oh, am I off? I'm off. Oh, let's do side 2, okay? Let's try that again. We'll do bright. Okay. We'll do our bulb. Try to get that a little straighter here. Just like that. I like that better. Okay, now let's put the bottom of the bulb on. I think I'm there now. Okay, I like that better. Okay, now we're going to get our crushed curry. Close this. We're going to get our crushed curry right here, and we're going to make like the bulb is lit up. Okay, now look at this stamp. See how it has that little hump there? That little hump goes on top of this part of the bulb perfectly. Okay, line it up there, and the brightness of the bulb will be perfect. Okay, so that little arch right there needs to be on the top of the bulb to make that little brightness perfect. Isn't that beautiful? Fun. Okay, just fun. So now I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to color my all of my bulbs. Well, actually, let's do this one, okay? Because I did that also with the glue. I'll get another toothpick. I'll open my fine tip glue. Now, this is a larger area, so my toothpicks are flat. They have like a larger end and a small end. So for the little bulbs, I use the small end of it. But it doesn't matter. You could use either end. And then come in here and just kind of drop that glue down on there. Okay, you could use a little bit more. That's why I'm using the flatter end of the toothpick. And then I kind of just spread it around. This is so much fun. To the tip, and see it kind of where you can push it where you need it. It really works quite well. And what a great way to use your clear fine tip glue, isn't it? Just a different way to use a product that you probably have in your craft room and you might not use so much. You know, that's why my tip is so clogged. I'm really a Tombow person, I have to admit that. Okay. So I even out the glue. I make sure that there's no lines. Okay, I get it toward the tip, toward the edge. And you can do that with the toothpick. It's so thin. I think that came out great. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, look how shiny that is, okay? When it dries, it's going to look like the other one. I think that's fantastic. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'll finish coloring the rest of the card, and when I get back on camera, we'll be ready to put it together. I'm also going to let it dry too before we put it together, okay? You have to let it dry before you put it together, or it'll stick, you know? It'll stick shut, okay? So, just back in a minute, I'm going to finish all of my coloring with my blends and my string of lights, and then we'll put this card together. Okay, I've gotten all my coloring done, and how much fun are all these Christmas lights. And look at that fine tip glue. How it allows it to be, I don't know if you can see it, a little puffy and shiny. I love it. So let me go over with you the blends that I used. I started with, this is Light Rich Razzleberry. And let's see, I went to this one. Then I went to Dark Pool Party. So Light Rich Razzleberry, Dark Pool Party. Then I still have this Dark Pink Pirouette, so I used it, but you could use any pink. And then this is a Light Cherry Cobbler. And this one is a Light Bermuda Bay. What a beautiful color. This is Granny Apple Green. This is the Light Granny Apple Green. This must be some Light Daffodil Delight. And this one is Light Night of Navy. And that was my order. So I went this way, then whatever was here, I came down here, and I went that way, and then that way, and I just kind of weaved myself back and forth, okay, on the paper with the colors. So I just wanted to show that to you. I also wanted to tell you guys, I'm live at 3 o'clock. Live at 3 o'clock on Facebook today. We are going to try, I always say we because I think we're all together, well, which we are, you know, but I am going to try to make this a continuous Sunday event at Stamping in the Valley, and be with you guys to craft for just a little bit. We're going to put this on the inside of the card. This layer is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And we have our Merry Merlot outer layer at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, so it opens like this. Our outside layer is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's all I did was stamp on it. As soon as I saw those lights, guys, you know me, I love to make DSP. So because this is not embossed, you could just lay it down with snail. But yeah, so today we are live on Facebook at 3 o'clock. Okay, I would sure appreciate you guys tuning in. There's a link below to my Facebook page. Go ahead and find me there. And like I said, we'll do a little project. I think you're going to love it at 3 o'clock. So we're going to attach that there. I've put dimensionals on the back of my May Your Christmas Be. And then the inside says bright. And look at our, that shine. That came out really nice. Our bulb is really shining there. Look at that. I love that. That is fun. So I'm going to attach this right here. And that's our card. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much for being with me this weekend. And I hope I see you on my Facebook page at 3 o'clock today. Thanks for watching. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com. Click on the big blue button. Order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products. And happy crafting.